Hi Virgo, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always check what it feels right and with what does resonate with your own current life circumstances. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, contact me through the email. I have all the info down below, as well, including the special offer until the end of the month of December, which is the opportunity to have a reading for the year 2026 called Chapter 26. It's like a sneak peek kind of reading into what potentially could be the main experiences, challenges, and opportunities of this upcoming year for you. So if you'd like to know more about that, again, just email me or check the information down below. As usual, I'll be Virgo's channeling messages for the collective of your sign, and then we'll tie it together as well with the cards for extra messages or confirmations. So Virgo energy here. For the month of December, I feel like you're being called to stop or like have this type of energy of stopping you from either doing something or acting on impulse or acting on anger. I see you stopping yourself from doing something, or an energy outside of you stopping you in time, or stopping you from making a mistake, or from either relapsing into something. There's a lot of power coming through with you sticking to what you know to be right, or what you know to be the path that's going to lead to a positive outcome. And I see you like breathing through this, because you're going to be tempted to act, or you're going to be tempted to do something you shouldn't do out of, I'm feeling like anger, or just feeling restless. Perhaps this is about you wanting to overcome an addiction, and because there's stress getting to you, you could really miss, right, the relaxation or the hit of whatever that addiction offered you in a sense of relaxing or drifting away from the problem. Others of you could just feel the absence of an energy very strongly right now. And I'm almost feeling like you're getting angry with this. So, I don't know, you could be angry with someone not responding to you, not showing up for you, not talking to you the way you want. Things just not happening the way you want. And I feel like there's a lot of conscious patience, right? Working with patience, energy, consciously. Each day, it's going to ask you to be patient, basically, is what I'm feeling like. The month of December is a constant exercise of patience. I feel like some of you feel like you're going to your limits, or reaching the limits of what you can take on a situation. So your tolerance for something is like you're getting like to your limits. Something that really annoys you, disturbs you. You're trying to hold or sustain it. But the thing is that there could be like things going on that is just things that are not how you want them to. And so you're left here in a little like a tricky situation. Because I feel like some of you, people are as they are, situations are as they are. You can't change them, you can't fix them. You can't also relate with them out of that expectation. So for some of you that this is about relationships, it could just be like you need to breathe, take space, let go, and then consider if the person as they are, without any changes, without hoping they can change, or thinking you can make them change, would you want them in your life? Because I'm feeling like for some of you this is about relationships, but for others of you it's about, again, things not living up to your expectations, not living up to that ideal you have, and that annoying you. For some of you, you might have like this drastic shift, right? There's something drastically shifting or changing for you, and you are adapting to this change. Yeah, you didn't see coming, that's taking you on another path. or just something you're not planning or anticipating is going to happen in December, and you are adapting to that, and that can also be very stressful for some of you. I feel like you're being tested in control. Your control is definitely like something you are being asked to let go of, right? Let go of it for now. Let things be, let things flow to the most you can. Because I feel like there's something almost temporary about this. It could just be a month that annoys you more than not. And I'm seeing like a passenger energy. So for some of you, going to travel later or in the beginning of the year, or you're going to go somewhere, and that's going to help you a lot. Or there can also be like changes of plans when it comes to travel, disturbing you, annoying you. It can also be that. So being adaptable, using your mutable energy, it's going to make December feel better, calmer, easier on you and your nerves. For others of you, I feel like you should look for something that could be almost like water exercises or therapies, modalities of sports in the water. I feel like moments in water help you, your nervous system, soothe your stress levels. There's something about the water energy you should work with that helps you quite a lot. And also for some of you, this water element tells me that there's something emotional you don't want to change. So I see you almost like accepting something concerning your nature, your emotional nature, as it is, even though you know it's a very particular, peculiar, singular way of feeling, relating, handling things. And so I see you not wanting to change something that you feel is your truth. Some of you could be in like conflict because you have a very, again, unique way of relating to things, and there's again that lack of resonance or compatibility with your world around you right now, because you have your way and others have theirs, and it's more, and then I feel like it's almost like you feel like you're standing alone because these others are so many doing the same or agreeing to do the same, and you are the only one standing for your own beliefs or on your own ground. And you can, like, the world can actually want you to change or tell you to change or tell you wrong, but I don't see you changing, budging. And for Virgos, I'm being shown this very neutral energy about this, where it's neither right or wrong. I feel like it's not that you're wrong or right, neither them, the world, is that you are being shown right now that you perhaps need to stick with your individual way of doing things, unique ways of doing things. It's what gives you more peace at this time, at least, than to be perhaps more of convenience to others. I feel like you are choosing more yourself than the need to have approval or acceptance. And then that can be like actually a very big step for many of you Virgos. Again, that drastic shift coming through, it's because you might actually drop importance that the world around you used to have. There's something changing in terms of you just not caring as much, or not listening, you know? Even if you're called stubborn or wrong, you're not listening to what's going on around you. And some of you, there could be a little bit of a rigidity problem here, as in this rigidity being associated with the control issues that I was picking on. So it's more about the relationship wise. I feel like it's fine to do whatever you want to do or how you want to do it, but I feel like in terms of plans and, you know, being very specific and very rigid about how things need to happen, that can, I'm saying that because I feel like if you stick to that and you're stubborn about just one way of doing things, that's going to increase your stress levels. And so that's why I'm saying there needs to be some, how you call it, like some regular checking in with yourself, right? If you might not be too hard on things or too rigid on things, like regularly check yourself, because it's like you could feel like there's anything wrong in you being wrong, and there isn't. Like, you can relax if you're wrong about something. This is not about like keeping score of who's wrong or who is right, or what way is the wrong way or what way is the right way. I feel like the month is all about you overcoming this mindsets of rights and wrongs. And yeah, sticking with your individuality, with the Queen of Wands, you have this very bold, bright, extroverted energy right now, outspoken energy right now. Sometimes with the Queen of Wands, especially when the Queen of Wands is working with Virgo, you can upset some people because your energy is coming through very confident, assertive in your way of doing things, or in your way of working, relating, creating. And it is what it is. And some people can find your energy to be either too arrogant, too cocky, too selfish, too demanding, too bossy. So it's all about perspective here. The Queen of Wands is an energy that holds with her symbolically this understanding that she is only in control of her own world, right? She can't control what's outside of her, and she's fine with that. She's not wanting to control anything or anyone. She is just doing her, right? She's just creating. She's just acting upon her vision. And I'm saying her because it's the queen, but you understand. It's not about gender. It's about the principle of you are very unique. And so when we are very unique in our way of looking at the world, in our way of doing things, we are not going to be like in an energy that's common, like that's like, how you call it, like that it's understood and embraced for the masses or the big chunks of people. Because that's not the purpose of the Queen of Wands. And your tribe will feel inspired to you naturally, authentically, regardless of, again, the rights or wrongs. So I'm feeling like almost like an energy, you need to focus on yourself and something here. I feel like for some of you have to really like distance yourself from certain influences that you feel are sabotaging your growth. Especially people or dynamics played you, or they're not authentic. So why you're hanging with them, why you're relating with them, why you're working or wanting to work, or why you're looking to them, comparing anything. I feel like some of you, the challenge here is for you to really cut the strings of attachment with anything that it's inauthentic right now in your life. So you focus more on your energy than what's on the outside. Some of you, this can be hard because you're going to feel again angry or upset with something that feels like a deception or a betrayal or a lie, or something that feels like you don't understand where this thing is coming from. I feel like some of you, you're going to be hit with something, you don't know where this is coming from, and maybe it's something that is not true. Some of you will have to almost like fight for your rights or the rights of something, or you want to prove the world is wrong or someone is wrong about something. And I'm feeling like the message here for many of you Virgos is to pick your battles wisely. It might not be your place. It might not be what you need to do right now to be out there fighting. I feel like you have to choose, right? The Lovers tells me that you have to choose something here with the Judgment as well. Different, right? A different approach to how you handle differences in relationships in particular. There can also be like just people you work with or you have worked with, or people that you were in collaboration with, you know, gossiping about you or spreading wrong information about you. Others of you, it's about actual professional relationships, so work colleagues or work environment that feels wrong. You could have issues with work in terms of relationships or environment right now, especially if you have, again, a work that's creative and you want to put your input and others don't agree. You might be considering leaving a project, leaving a work, again, leaving a community or a group that you might come to understand you just don't belong there. For others of you Virgos, you already done that, and this group or environment of people, I feel like you are in a situation where your absence or the fact that you walked away or you chose yourself bothers people. They don't understand. They keep trying to lure you into their drama. You know, you have to be careful, because I'm picking on an energy, Virgos, that throughout the month of December, something might be placed in your path to purposefully annoy you, to see if you're going to react, to see if you're going to show up or say something. And it's like you need to be careful to not take the bait. There's a little bit of like someone or people putting a bait to you to see if you're going to fall for that. Because for many of you, I feel like for some you're misunderstood. For others, there's this weird reversal of power. Like there could be like people looking at you right now and seeing you as being so powerful right now, in your power, right? Being in your power bothers people. So there could be an attempt to sabotage you. But for the majority of you, I just feel like you have to be very mindful of everything that's going on that activates anger or like quick reactions, like count to 3, breathe before you act. I feel like it's time to actually be a classic Virgo, where you are more like strategic in your actions. But the Queen of Wands is fire, right? So you might have more of that blood boiling energy right now. Are you just tired and done with these annoyances? For others of you, I'm also feeling like you chose a path, or you're choosing a path to be single or to be more on your own. And that is also potentially upsetting people you have previously dated or were romantically linked. And I also feel like there might be a way or ways of doing things from people you dated, like wanting to catch your attention, but doing that in very like deceptive or weird ways to get your attention. So Virgo, I hope you have a great month, amazing holidays ahead. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.